Hi, welcome to Two Jews on Film. I'm Joan, and today I am reviewing a film called Gone Girl. Gone Girl is based on a book. It was written by Gillian Flynn, who also wrote the screenplay. It's a bestseller. It's been on the bestseller list like forever. Well, it was on the bestseller list forever. And oh my God, this film was so much fun. It is a mystery thriller with so many twists and turns, which I will not even hint at. No spoilers. It's also parts of it are like a social satire, a commentary on our society. Okay, the film stars Ben Affleck, who plays a character named Nick, and his wife is played by Rosamund Pike. She plays Amy, Nick and Amy. Now, I have to say, every actress, probably in her 30s, was vying for this part. The part of Amy is such a complex, incredible part, and Miss Pike kills it. She's a very trippy actress. I mean, she's blonde. She has these looks that come from another era. I think she was in one of the Titan movies. She was a Bond girl. She's done a lot of indie films, but she's just such an interesting actress. There are certain actors that are really, really interesting, and Rosamund Pike is one of them. And oh my God, I loved her in this. Another standout in the cast is this woman, Kim Dickens, who plays the detective. Wonderful. Okay. Basically, this is the story of Nick and Amy, a married couple. They were about to celebrate their 5-year wedding anniversary. They're both writers. And we find out how they met. We find out how their love affair developed, how their relationship progressed through a series of flashbacks. And all I can say is nothing is the way it seems to be. The movie starts out, Ben Affleck goes to this place called The Bar, which it's actually called The Bar. It's a bar, and it's in the daytime, and he has a drink and speaks with the bartender, who happens to be his twin sister. Her name is Carrie Coon, the actress. In fact, both of them own the bar. And we get the feeling that, things might not be that great in married land for Ben. So he goes home, and he sees that the living room table, the glass table, has been smashed to smithereens, and his wife is nowhere to be found. So he goes to the police, sees Detective Kim, who's played by Kim Dickens, and no Amy. Amy apparently has disappeared. Okay, now, when you see the news and someone has disappeared, there's that whole media frenzy. They do a vigil. The husband, the parents, everyone gets up and talks about, the person that's disappeared and just bring that person back and how incredible she was and da-da-da-da-da-da. And then after that, usually the husband becomes the suspect, right? And Nancy Grace somehow gets involved. In fact, there is a Nancy Grace type character in this movie, and the rest is, you can just turn on the news and see what happens. Well, this film is kind of like that. Who else is in it? Celia Ward is in it. She has a small part. She's really good. Neil Patrick Harris is very, very interesting casting. He plays an old friend of the Amy character, he's been obsessed with Amy since high school. He's a very rich dude, and that's a very interesting character. Okay, I don't want to say anymore because I don't want to, give anything away. David Fincher, the guy that did Seven, the remake of The Girl with the Dragon Tattoos, he directed it. He does a wonderful job. My only criticism, Ben Affleck, I think, is a very good director. When he's doing an ensemble piece, I like his acting. But I personally, this is just me, I find him a very, dull actor. And he is in a lot of this movie. And I don't know, I kept thinking, God, it would have been really interesting to see maybe Matt Damon in it. Some actors are just more interesting than others. And personally, I just find Ben Affleck a dull actor. Sorry, Ben, what can I say? I do. Ben Affleck was actually at my house when he was 19 years old, but that's a whole story that I won't get into. Okay, I am going to give Gone Girl, which opens in theaters Friday, October 3rd, 4 bagels out of 5 with lox, cream cheese capers. If John were here, he'd give it 4 too, but he would say, "Oh, the film was so freaking long." Well, it's like 2 hours and maybe 20 minutes, maybe 15 minutes. It was a tad long, but I have to say, I can't imagine anyone not enjoying this film. Please let me know what you think of it. Okay, please subscribe to us on our YouTube channel, Two Jews on Film. If you've subscribed, get a friend to subscribe. You can like us on our Two Jews on Film Facebook page and listen to us at jcastnetwork.org. Thanks, everyone. Bye.